Yo, top of the top to y'all today. I'm gonna be going in on a particular story coming out of Memphis. And I want to start this out with a bit of truth for y'all. I need y'all to understand something, right? One thing I think people got to realize, black folks, you know what I'm saying? We got to realize is that it is a blessing to be around your people. Do you hear me? It's a blessing to be able to go outside your door and be surrounded by your people. That in itself is a blessing, right? Because just as fast as you go outside, you see, oh my, your people everywhere, right? Just as fast as you are in that reality, you can be out of that reality. You can go outside your house and be surrounded by people who don't look like you. You can go outside your house and be surrounded by the remnants of your people. Your people can get replaced. They can get done away with. They can move and get the hell away from themselves. They can divide. And I say that because, again, this is Urban Flow Network. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me again. But I say that because, again, I'm from the West Coast. Okay, I'm from the West Coast. And I'm going to tell you, the West Coast ain't as black as it used to be. Do you hear me? And one thing I've always appreciated or loved about the South is that, like, man, there's hella black folks out there. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of black folks out there, and like, and it's a blessing again to be surrounded by your people. But you know what the bottom line is regarding that is, regardless of who you're around, if it's your people or not, where lawlessness abounds, trouble will soon ensue. You know, man, when I was in high school, let me talk to y'all again. We're talking about a block party in Memphis, right? They say 200 to 300 young people gather at a park in Memphis. And of course, I'm gonna share my screen here in a moment. We're gonna talk about this, but 200 to 300 young people gather in Memphis, okay, at this part, at this park, and this park is called Orange Mound Park, okay, in Memphis. And here's the thing I need y'all to think about, okay? Back in the day when I was in high school, look, man, yeah, the parks was the place for the cookouts and everything, family reunions of some people, whatever, what happened at the park, whatever. Sometimes they'll have celebrations of life, etc., whoop, whoop, all that. But you know what the park was also used for? The park was also a place where folk would go after school to get down, bro. And by get down, I'm talking about they going to fight. Okay, where we fighting at? We man McNally, you know what I'm saying? Town and country, whatever it might be, you know, some other park. You understand? And this is what the park is known for. So when you go to these parks, people's spider senses are tingling, right? So what do people do? Well, what they do is they protect themselves. They put on their person the tools of self-defense. Memphis in 2021 passed a law permitting the carry of guns, handguns, by unpermitted, so to speak, people. All you have to do is be somebody who is in legal possession of the weapon, and you can carry a handgun openly or concealed anywhere in Tennessee where it is legal to carry or to possess a weapon. And obviously a park is going to be a place where it's legal to possess a weapon. So you kind of create this environment where this situation can go bad. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it goes bad, it can go really bad. And unfortunately, that's what happened. 8 people hurt from this shooting, 2 fatally. At first they reported 16, but then it got reduced down to 8 was the actual numbers. And before I even heard about this case, there was like a reel going around Facebook about like a stampede of people just running, a whole bunch of black folks just running. I was like, damn, I don't know when this is from or what the hell is happening. Come to find out, it was people running from the sound of gunfire from this situation in Memphis. I'm gonna say a few more things and I'm gonna share my screen. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that this is black culture, number one. I know a lot of people are going to try to equate this to black culture. This is not black culture. I think we have to be careful about attaching the worst elements of society to our culture, to us as a people. We have to be careful about that because I'm going to tell you right now, that is what the media has tried to do to our people in America for hundreds of years, which is demonize us before the eye of the world. And y'all have to understand, and I don't want to get too deep in this, but y'all have to understand the reason why America would want to demonize the public image of black people. Y'all have to understand this. Because in the 1960s, right, 70s, 80s, when the civil rights movement was popping and black people were like kind of like blowing up all over the world and known as freedom fighters, etc., what was the image of black people at that time? Hey, even in Memphis, which is where, if I understand correctly, where Dr. King was killed. But even in Memphis, suit and tie up, like this brother in the back. But the young life today ain't respecting that. It's a whole different generation of black people out here right now. And really, we already know that this is in the hands of the youth to control. We already know it is. The youth today are strung out on drugs. And what is this drug I'm talking about? This drug that I'm talking about, yes, it's actual drugs, but even more than that, it is the drug of hip hop and R&B, the culture, not R&B, no. I'm talking specifically hip hop, rap music. The hip hop rap scene, even in Memphis, hey, cracking his jaws, putting holes in their walls, what they yelling. Right? We're talking about a culture of violence, a culture of lawlessness, a brand of music. And see, this is the thing, man. Like, people don't realize the power that music has. Music has an incredible amount of power, man. And I think that musicians know this. They just yield it in a negative way. And the thing is this, I remember specifically when I was 15 years old and the Hot Boys was popping. I'm talking about Juvenile, all them dudes popping. No, I was like in 8th grade or something, 8th grade, 9th grade, whatever. And that song, Back That Thing Up, came out. And I remember going to my first house party. And I literally remember when that song came on, all the girls who were previously just standing around enjoying themselves, having a good time, like it was a normal function. Like all the girls were normal, how you normally see them at school, right? But when that song came on, it's like these women transformed into the demon that Juvenile channeled into that song, to the point where they start literally doing what Juvenile told them to do. And you start going down a path of wickedness. And the thing about it is, one thing leads to the next. One thing leads to the next. First, you pop locking and dropping it. Then your homeboy pop locking it. You know what I'm saying? They over there smoking it, popping it. You know what I mean? It leads to problems. People drinking, things go bad. It's a cascading snowball effect of negativity that ultimately culminates in death. The word says what? The fruitage of sin is death. So this is what y'all getting into. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna talk about this, man. We're gonna talk about this today. Let's get it. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. It's gonna be a good one, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe if you have not yet. It's a good one, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. First of all, Orange Mound Park. Got a history of violence happening at this park. Shootings going back to 2011. Block party fights, okay? Orange Mound Park. Memphis rap group takes the stage at Orange Mound Park. Orange Mound is a neighborhood that is historically Black, a historically African-American community located in Memphis. Okay. This is a historic community. It says that Orange Mound is the nation's first subdivision planned specifically for African Americans. Okay. What's happening over there today? How are African Americans doing the park today? Are they, it's not we or me, are the people of Memphis being good stewards of the gift that was gifted to them? Can we talk about it? Orange Mound Park. What about the kids? What about the young life? Okay. Y'all put a bad stamp on the park. You think parents gonna be quick to take their kids there to go play? This summer is gonna be hot. You think they're gonna be quick to take little Joey? You know what I'm saying? They taking these little boys. You think they're gonna be quick to take them there? Hell no. They gonna go. Guess where they going? Wherever the suburbs is, wherever it ain't a lot of Black people, is where they gonna be taking their kids. Because they don't want to be dealing with no foolishness. Now, am I saying that's right? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But you got to think about it. If 70-something% of Black households is championed by a single mother, I'm just using common sense here, bro. You think a single mom want to be dealing with that mess? Of all things. I mean, even if mom, dad, and both in the home, they still might not want their kids playing at that park on account of the foolishness going on there. Look at this place. They trying to do something good for the community. You see this? Children need this. People benefit from this. Got a baseball, but they probably got little league games happening here. You understand? Yeah. Let's get into it. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Right there, scary moments. 8 people shot in the Orange Mound. This video shows hundreds of people running for their lives as a barrage of gunfire echoes around them. This morning, we have team coverage of this breaking news story Fox 13 brought to you last night. The latest mass shooting in Memphis. Here's what we know right now. Memphis police changed the number of victims to 8. Originally, they said 16, but they changed it overnight. 2 of those people died. We do not have the ages of all the victims. As of right now, police have not made any arrests. Police say the gunfire started during a block party at Orange Mound Park. Viewer video shows people gathered around a basketball court watching a car doing donuts when gunfire breaks out. You can see people run for cover and...
Bro, let's go back real quick. This was the image they said directly before the shooting. Bro, you know, in California, we call them sideshows, man. Yeah, we call them sideshows, man. Crazy. But look at this madness. All Black. Everybody Black in the crowd. This is embarrassing.
When gunfire breaks out, you can see people run for cover and literally dive in the dirt trying to save themselves.
Maybe he saw the ops. Maybe they saw the ops and just decided to shoot into the crowd. Now, here's the thing about it. Somebody know who did it. Somebody know who did it. You think they're going to cooperate with police? They said they got 0 arrests. You think they're going to cooperate with police? No, we're going to handle this in the street. We're going to keep this going. And the cycle of violence continues, man. Insane.
You can hear their footsteps as they try to find cover. This morning, police are searching for the people responsible, and they are asking the public to help them find the shooters. Fox 13's Dominic Dillon starts our team coverage with the latest on this mass shooting from Memphis police.
We're told up to 300 people were out here. We didn't get exact ages on the people that were out here, but up to 300 people. That is a lot of people.
Okay, first of all, we're going to stop the film right here. See, in your community, you got people like Dominique Dillon. Round of applause for Miss Dillon. See, people like Dominique Dillon deserve safety. You hear me? In our communities. People like Dominique Dillon, Miss Dillon, she deserves to feel safe when she go outside her house. Do y'all hear me? Because if Miss Dillon don't feel safe when she go outside her house, then she ain't gonna go outside her house. And if Miss Dillon don't go outside her house, do you think, I don't know if she's married or single, but do you think that she's gonna be able to run into Mr. Jones, Mr. So-and-so, who would become her husband, and they can have a beautiful family in a safe and warm community? Damn it, do it for Miss Dillon. What's wrong with y'all? Do it for Miss Dillon. Damn it. Y'all boys tripping. See, look, this is what's going to happen. See, eventually you brothers ain't going to have access to Miss Dillon. Because black folks going to be like, look, we getting up out of this joint. Black folks going to be up out of there. And ain't going to be no more Miss Dillon. Instead, Miss Dillon going to be replaced with, some raggedy ratchet toe up from the flow up, or a woman from a whole different race, a whole different community. Is that what it's going to take for y'all to regulate, self-regulate, and see the reality of what y'all doing to yourselves? Do it for Miss Dillon. Somebody hashtag that, man. Y'all boys tripping.
This is a very active crime scene behind me. If you take a look, you can see that investigators are on the scene, walking around with their flashlights, gathering evidence. Videos circulating online, I heard at least 100 gunshots. So as you can imagine, investigators, they're searching to find as many shell casings as possible. But we just heard from Interim Police Chief C.J. Davis.
This was a block party in the Orange Mound Park that was occurring, as far as we know, without a permit. There were approximately 200 to 300 people in attendance at this event. In light of recent events, we stand together to denounce these senseless acts of violence in our community.
And at this point in time, there are no suspects, but Chief Davis says at least 2 people were firing their weapons, and they're calling on people in the community who may have video to upload that footage to their Crime Stoppers website. Also, if you have any information that you believe may lead to an arrest, call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH.
This morning, we are getting another angle of this shooting. Many of you posted videos on social media showing the moments before and after this shooting.
Oh my God, bro.
And in that video, you can.
That's incredible, bro. Like, man, that sounds like war, homie. Now imagine it's just 2 people, a man and two rival gang members, or 2 people. Man, listen, man. This is why back in the day, man, look, like E40 said, catch a fade. You know what I'm saying? See, it wasn't what it is today, man. Like back in the day, if you sincerely had a problem with somebody, right? Back in the day, look, bro, you're gonna take it out to the backyard. You're going to meet at the park. You're going to do something. It's going to be an organized fade. It's going to be organized. No knives, none of that. From the shoulders, homie. You know, and if you kicking, it's a fight. You get a fair fight. You hear me? After that, it's over with. Somebody, because what's going to happen 9 out of 10 times, somebody going to land a good shot. Somebody going to get knocked out. Somebody going to get hurt. And when that person get hurt, You know what I'm saying? Y'all shake it up. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You know what I mean? It is what it is. After that, it don't escalate. It can end right there. Nowadays, they ain't affording them that opportunity. Nowadays, it's look. You know what I'm saying? They want blood. They want serious blood. They want a life. They want to kill. They're walking around here with weapons, automatic and semi-automatic rifles, big guns, 30 round, 100-round drums. Man, I'm talking about Dominique said she heard at least 100 shots. Miss Dominique not supposed to be hearing no shots. None. 0 shots, bro. None. No. No. We're not going down that path of wickedness. Y'all want to take it down that path of wickedness because that's what y'all like to do. That's the only way y'all can play the game and be successful. And y'all are destroying the black community, man. It's that simple. You're destroying it. And it's like, yo, for what? Because, you know, I sometimes I make these videos, I make light of it, right? Like I'm trying to entertain y'all. But the reality is this is a very serious situation, man. Like life is serious, man. This ain't a game, bro. And people be living like life is a game. It's not. And you're gonna find out one day when your ass out there, like Outkast said, up Shit's Creek without a paddle. It's a figure of speech, but man, they can get real like that. Like people throw away their lives over situations like this. And I feel as though people should have to be accountable for the things that they do. You just start shooting at a crowd of 200, 300 people at an event and you just start shooting. Hell no, nah. The city of Memphis people in Memphis deserve better. Dominique deserves better, damn it. Your boy's tripping. You just gonna go out there and do that like that? Like something's wrong with y'all, man. Like that's a problem up here. And it's a problem in here too. Talk about it. Listen, I got another video coming out later talking about black people and how they reject themselves, bro. How we don't properly esteem our own value. And people out here just being involved in mass shootings is proof of that. Y'all don't value yourselves enough, I'm telling you. Ain't no way you do. Because if you did, you would be doing the opposite of this. Damn it, just go have fun. Go out there and have fun with your people. Go do what y'all do. Enjoy yourselves. Yeah. But don't let it turn violent. Let 2 fools mess up the event for 300 people. And that's why we got OGs in California who can take it from up here. It can gather them youngsters and bring that thing down, bro. Drop your temperature. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, a part of the reason why things like this didn't happen back in the day is because, listen, you're not going to bring no, if Granny and Pawpaw there, you're not bringing no chaos there. You're going to say, you know what, man, we're going to take this somewhere else. You're not going to do it right there because Granny and Pawpaw there. You know what I'm saying? You know better than to bring dishonor upon your own people by doing that like that. You know what I'm saying? Mama so-and-so and sister so-and-so and father so-and-so or whoever, you know, the uncle, whoever, the OG, whoever is here. We can't just be lawless and wild.
You can see right there, a lot of people put in danger, women, children,
Yeah.
elderly.
Yeah.
You can see just how scary things got at this block party. You can even hear the many gunshots fired at the park. At one point, you can see a gun on the ground.
My Lord.
Take a look at this picture. This is moments before the gunfire.
Time to go home. Time to go home. Time to go home. At the other end of that is all the cars doing donuts, right? Now, for what reason is these dudes just holding these guns up, bro? What is this? Taliban? This the Taliban. This the Middle East. This the third world. Nah, honey, this is Memphis. Boy, you better get Dominique and get her up out of there, homie. Go on and grab Dominique. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. These folk tripping. And it's crazy because little badass people like this be messing it up for everybody. Mess it up for your whole community. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, bro, I'm telling y'all, somebody need to stand on business, man, and approach these individuals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody supposed to be able to step to these fools and be like, look, man, y'all doing too much. You're doing too much, bro. Put that away. What's wrong with you? Period, bro. Man, I cannot.
Look, you can see in this picture multiple guns in the air. This is a still picture
watching.
from
these folks just watching. Watching. And he said, oh, you step to these niggas with guns? Step to these guys with guns? Bruh, somebody got to do something because it's about to go down. So you either going to grab Miss Dominique and get up out of there. Yeah. That's not a bad, that's actually a great option. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? You got to collaborate real quick. The OGs got to collaborate real quick and send representatives or somebody go themselves and be like, look, man, tap old boy on the shoulder real quick. Hey, man, my man, whoop, 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 and whoop, bro. Holla at your boys and tell them whoop, whoop, and whoop. You know what I'm saying? It's families here. It's so-and-so here, man. I'm saying, you know what I mean? You good, but tone it down. Bring that, put that away. But like, come on, bro. Go, if you got a problem with so-and-so, look, man, listen. Y'all got to take care of that. Oh, you ain't hearing me. You don't hear what I'm saying, huh? Got you. Got you. And be right over there in the cut waiting on you to slip. Come on, man. Somebody better talk to me, man.
The video we just played for you, right there. At least 5 guns in the air. Now, we had multiple crews on this scene last night.
Man, nobody respects a coward, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody respects a coward. That's one thing in our community. And I don't want to beat on this, go too far on this, but nobody respects a coward in the Black community, man. So if y'all boys don't got the heart to stand up to some of the problems that's going on in your community, then you also shouldn't be around here complaining about these problems either. You shouldn't complain about a problem that you don't have no type of willingness or no type of desire to see or seek about a change to. You can't just be a complainer, man. You gotta get in it. And if you ain't willing to get in it, then go on and take yourself out the game. Go on and drop out the whole game. You shouldn't even be there. You shouldn't be speaking on it. Because clearly that's not a part of your community.
Kia Scott, talk to people who live in the neighborhood about what happened.
You got to do something about it.
Yeah, police responded to several reports of gunshots fired in the area and people shot. And right now we are at Carnes and Mound near.
Do it for Lakia, man. That's somebody's mama. That's somebody's auntie. That woman means something to somebody. Y'all boys better stop playing with Lakia, man. Stop playing with Miss Scott. She deserves better than this foolishness.
And we're actually right in front of Orange Mound Park. That is the location where it is said that a block party was happening in the area when gunfire broke out. Now, we've seen videos circulating online on social media that shows a huge crowd in that area earlier on Saturday. You can also see people in the crowd who hold up guns in the air, and then you start to hear loud pops. You hear the shooting and the gunfire. Several rounds go off amid that crowd. Right now, we're seeing crowds who are moving around in the area. They are actually trying to figure out what may have happened to their loved ones. They're trying to identify their loved ones and find out if their loved ones were actually victims. I also spoke with someone here on the scene who told me that she and the rest of the community are tired and they're just fed up with this type of crime happening here.
This right now is time is over for playing. It's really over. You got to either hold these parents accountable for where are your kids. Earlier, I seen on Facebook these children jumping all around with these guns. Where were the police? Who had this event here? Why wasn't the children secured? Who allowed it? What city? Where the city? Where's the paperwork? Where's the insurance bonds? Where's everything? When this happened, then we need to see everything.
And again, active scene here at Mound and Carnes near Orange Mound Park. The park is right now closed off and blocked off.
I'm gonna end it, but I'm gonna say a few words and I'm done with this, man. Listen, imagine you have something of value that you don't see the value in. You have something of value that you do not see the value in. You have a home, you have a field, you have something of value that you do not see the value in. What will eventually happen to the thing that has value? This has value, whether you see it or not, doesn't change the fact that it has value. What's going to happen to that thing? Because understand that you possessing this thing of value is actually a gift. So it's like, it's not really yours. It was kind of leased to you. It was bestowed upon you by someone, something, some higher power. So when a higher power bestows upon you a gift and you continuously betray that gift, you continuously devalue that gift, what's going to happen? The owner of the gift one day will likely snatch that gift from you. He's going to, he reserves the right to do that, to take that from you. Perhaps give it to somebody who appreciates it more. For a witness, for your eyes to see what you were supposed to do with that. A man knows how to handle his responsibilities, bro. A man knows how to lead. A man will put himself in danger to ensure the security of his community, of his surroundings, for the sake of Lakia and the other sister. And because it's not about the woman herself, it's about what she represents. But it is about the woman herself as well. But it's also about what she represents. If you don't have if women don't have safety, you don't have a future. I'm gonna say that one more time. If your women and children do not have safety, then you do not have a future. Oh, but I get it. You dudes is lawless, so you don't care if the woman have safety. Your whole angle is to get that woman for a few nights, a few weeks, a night, a couple weeks, a couple months, and you're gonna spread your seed. You're just gonna spread your seed. And this is why we have the chaos that we have in our communities today. Because y'all boys not thinking. And again, listen, I know this is not a reflection of all of Memphis, and I do not want this video to come off like that. I got respect for Memphis, I always will. But things need to change, man. Clearly, some things need to change. I would love to hear your comments on this topic of discussion. If you're from the area, man, I would love to hear your thoughts. You know, love yourself, man. Love your people, man. Love your neighbors, man. You hear me? It's actually a commandment, man. It's actually a command of God. Love God with your whole heart and love your neighbor as yourself, man. So if you don't love yourself, how can you love your neighbor? You got to love yourself to love your neighbor. You got to see value in yourself to see value in your neighbor. And if you don't value self properly, then how can you love somebody else? If you don't know your own value, if you don't know your own worth. I'm gonna end the video with this for real, man. There was a brother, man. I'll never forget it. It was an elder, man, who was actually in the church I used to go to when I was a little boy. One of the wisest black men I ever met in his life. And he said that this was damn near 30 years ago. He said that black people was on a path of self-destruction. And this was a very wealthy businessman, one of the smartest black men I've ever met. Said black folks are on a path to self-destruction. And I understand the historical complexities behind what our people in America go through. But damn it, you got to fight for what's yours, man. You got to buckle down and fight for what's yours, man. And that fight begins up in here. It begins in here and in here. Like, share, subscribe, family. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Till we chat again, I am out.